Phrase, isn't there, that we often say, if things are going badly, you keep quiet, don't you? I remember working for a huge record producer, Pete Waterman, Mike Stock and Matt Aiken, and their big thing was, never mention the flops, only talk about the hits. This really could be applied to this latest royal story, but as ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning, Neil Sean here in the very heart of a rainy London now. Hope you're all keeping well, fine and dandy. Let's have a big wave. I can't wave, as you know, I'm holding the camera, but it's nice to see you. So yes, whatever you're doing, I can see you. Come on, yes, get it together. Put that cup of tea down, focus. And I guess the jammy dodger to me, pulling your leg. I hope you have a lovely day, whatever you're doing. We often say, don't we, about sort of royal stories, sometimes you think, could it really get any worse? This could be applicable to this latest story, because one of the biggest stories recently has been the, shall we say, return of the crown, season 5, that's right. And Netflix, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's chief employer and money spinner, are behind this latest series, naturally. But the biggest problem, what's really occurred, is the recreation of the now infamous interview between the disgraced BBC journalist Martin Bashir and the late and beautiful Princess Diana. As we saw earlier this year, Prince William, as he then was, spoke openly about the disgraceful behaviour that he felt both the journalist and the BBC had undergone in their procurement for this particular interview 25 years on. Didn't bother Netflix, Prince Harry's employer, they've gone ahead. No word from him. It must be embarrassing though. I mean, not only just embarrassing, but it's despicable also, isn't it, when you think about it. Now here's where the story as ever gets really strange, because the actor portraying Martin Bashir, right, has come out and said, oh well, Mr. Bashir was a victim of racism at the BBC. Quite frankly, does anybody care? The bottom line is what he did to trick and cajole and lie to that beautiful princess is absolutely despicable. Whichever way you look at it, it's just terrible. And obviously the public only know half the story. We here in the press, the media, get to know the full story. It truly was a work of art what he did in sort of making sure that he got that interview. Obviously there's no sympathies at all for the actor playing Martin Bashir, but how stupid of him to come out and make such a ridiculous statement. He's already been shot down by the whistleblower of that story, Matt Weisler. That's right, he basically said rubbish. The bottom line is, if he had not exposed the story, people would have never have truly known just how bad and degrading Mr. Bashir was. And he was thrilled, he said, to finally turn the tables. There's no reports at all about racism for Mr. Bashir ever in his full conduct at the BBC. In fact, he was lauded as being a bit of a cheese for getting this interview. It just makes watching The Crown season 5 even more tawdry when you think that the actual people portrayed these characters, which are real life characters, truly believe the narrative that this scriptwriter who's penned it has put together. As ever, I'd love to know your thoughts about this story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.